Hi guys, I am here to do a video on my Sanseveria. So, I've had this Sanseveria since I was a teenager, and so that was somewhere around the late 80s, and that would make this plant about at least 32 years old. I decided I was just going to do a video to show my maintenance and care of it, and I would just title it just my Sanseveria Care Journal. And what I was thinking I'd do is that every time I did something new to it, I would record it and put it on a video, and then I can just do updates every time. You know, these things I've heard are supposed to be hard to kill, and I don't really water it much. It says that's how it likes it to be. Best taken care of is not to water it very much. Maybe once every 2 weeks, you know, in the hot months, like the summer months. In the winter months, maybe once every 3 weeks. 3 weeks to a month is how much I've done with it. And it doesn't need direct sunlight. It can stay in a corner and just get, you know, just the indirect sunlight that comes in from your window. It seems as if these leaves here, I don't know, they look like they're getting like kind of like what do you call it, dry looking and kind of brittle. And I want them, you know, I'm thinking I want them to be really firm and strong, and you know, I'm able to bend them. Usually you're not supposed to really bend these things. You know, they're supposed to be really firm and just steady and strong. So I was thinking of putting some new potting soil with good nourishment in it, like a Miracle Grow potting soil that has good food to nourish it. I'm going to replant it and put that in it, and just do it according to the books as far as watering it. You know, as the weather's starting to get warmer, I'm going to try to keep the watering to that specific amount and see how well this grows. So I just wanted to talk a little bit more about the Sanseveria. It is a very low maintenance plant, meaning it's hard to kill. Basically, the only thing that can kill these plants is overwatering them. So my mom gave me this plant like 2 or 3 years ago, and I wasn't watering it very much because I knew that fact then. And so I had this sitting in my daughter's room, which is the room we're in right now, and it hasn't been in the direct sunlight because these plants aren't very picky. They can be in a corner somewhere and not needing to be in direct sunlight, or they can be in the sun as well. So, you know, they're not very picky. So they give off oxygen at night, so that makes this a really good plant to have. They cleanse the air. They'll get rid of the toxins that are, you know, in your air. So that's why it's so good to have these kind of plants. So, and you really don't really have to do that much with them. You water them just a little bit. I had just mentioned how often, but yeah, you just need to water them. And also that I watched a video and it said something about fertilizing it every now and then with some kind of like, I don't know. I'm gonna go look into, you know, what to get. I'm gonna be getting some food, special food for it, and I'll record when I get that as well. The special type of food that it takes. So basically, I'm going to go ahead and transplant this plant. I bought this the other night, and I decided I am going to transplant this Sanseveria into this potting soil because I was watching a video and it suggested this potting soil would be best. Okay, so I've been taking out dirt as low as I possibly can. The root ball is in here and I don't want to lift it or anything. It might be really loose and delicate, so I don't really want to disturb the root ball here. Okay, so I decided this is as far as I'm going to go with taking out the dirt, leaving this middle section here and just a little bit behind there. Okay, so this Sanseveria has some really, really nice dirt. Oh, it's so nice. It feels so, ooh, luxurious. Okay. Anyway, I think this is high enough with the dirt that I need to go. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like it's at a good height where I put it. Maybe I'll pack it down a little bit. Okay. And I'll just go and get it a little more water too. I'll make sure what the directions on the bag says first. Okay, so here's the Sanseveria repotted, and I'm just gonna water it just about that much. You see, I didn't fill it all the way to the top, but I figure that's enough for it for my March watering, and it is March 20th, so I'm gonna come back probably at April, same day, and water it again with the same amount of water. And that'll be my next check-in point. And I'm just wanting to do this with the Sanseveria to keep a good eye on it as far as, you know, wanting it to live to a ripe old age. I mean, this thing has been around since I was a teenager. I mean, this is a pretty neat thing to have, you know, to grow old with you. Even I was watching someone talk about having their Sanseverias. They were up, you know, up into their 60s and 70s, and they even their plants have outlived them. So, you know, I'm going to pass this down perhaps to my children after, you know, my husband and I pass away. And we pray that they will bless them and stay in their family. Who knows? They might be valuable one day. They might be worth something. Anyways, so that's the purpose of this video, and so thanks guys for checking it out and watching with me. Hoping it wasn't too boring, but anyways, God bless. Until next time, take care.